Australia has a business migration program. So if you want to qualify for business migration program, you need to have a business ownership and certain amount of assets, turnover in the business. It's a very high threshold to qualify for business migration. But there have been a lot of lobbying to the federal government and to the state governments to introduce an entrepreneur pathways for migration. So the federal government has given some directions to states to introduce small business pathways in that particular states. And therefore, that has been created in Darwin, Northern Territory as a start 2 years ago. And then regional Queensland, the Queensland government has introduced that for regional Queensland. South Australia hasn't opened that program yet. But with the new directions from the federal government, almost all the states will open up small business pathways for regional migration. So the small business pathway is a pathway to secure your 491. That means you're not applying for business migration, you're applying for skill migration, but under self-employment or small business pathway. You need to establish a small business, or you need to purchase a small business as per requirement in Queensland. But when you purchase a small business, you need to be mindful and careful, because you're purchasing a business means you're buying someone else's problem. You need to get secure, good legal advice, the structure of the business, the liabilities. So all this need to be looked at carefully by a legal advisor before you make that decisions. Because your hard-earned money, your small investment, you don't want to lose by trying to secure your migration. So if you get good advice to establish a new business venture or to purchase an existing business in a regional area, will lead you to secure your migration is one pathway. But that's going to be a popular pathway for many students or temporary residents in Australia in the future. And that will happen with the blessings of the federal government, Commonwealth government, because the Commonwealth government would like to give opportunities to immigrants who create jobs. So the ultimate objective is you become an entrepreneur, you take risk, but you create employment for Australians in that particular area. If you prove that to the state government and the federal government, then you will be able to secure your migration. That's a good news.